these teams will represent the NFC in the Super Bowl in 2 weeks' time. Which will it be as we're underway in the NFC title game? And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. First carry now. This is Johnson. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Second and 6, just inside the 30. Second and 6. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. This defense looking for an early stop. This is third down and 6. They'll drop the throw. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. He gets 7 out of it, and he also gets a first. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On second down, Johnson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. First down, Lions on a pickup of 13. Relatively small sample size, but that's his longest run of the first quarter. Bounced it out to the outside to make it successful.
And to get there, you actually need some help. It's not just your pure speed getting to the corner, making sure that the blocking is taken care of inside so the pursuit doesn't get you. And oftentimes, those wide receivers, tight ends that might be flexed out, they've got to control the edge and make sure no one from the outside can spill the play before he gets there.
Choose the mic. I'm on back. Check 13. Check 13. Go, go. Ready.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Complete. It's Johnson. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll make it a second down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up second and 6. Back to throw. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. That catch good for 5. It's third down. It's been a 7-play opening drive, and this is 3rd and short. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. Yeah, boy, from up here, I don't think Johnson got there. No, he did not. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. And now the Bears going to signal for another timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Hey, 14. Yes! Mike 2, Mike 2. Man, I got you. Mike 2, watch 2.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that is going to be incomplete. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And this crowd into it early. Their guys stand tall on the opening drive of the football game. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 45. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen, pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Kill. Shift. Check, go get him.
On 2nd down, it's Cohen, and he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the...
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. Touchdown, Chicago. Tariq Cohen, 44 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Greg Joseph on for the extra point. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Let's go.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now Johnson, only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Ready. 15 Lonnie. 61. Matchbox, right.
He'll look to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now, remember, they were unsuccessful earlier in this first quarter. Going for it on fourth. They're going to try a second time.
Delta. Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Under 10. Under 10. 10.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. Thank goodness, that means this next drive is going to begin first and goal already at the 5-yard line. And a failure on fourth down on the other side leads immediately to a first and goal.
Check 24. Check 24. Check 24. Check 24. Check.
First down, a run with Cohen. And give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a second and goal. Back in Chicago, ready for the second quarter. It's the Bears in possession as they come up now second and goal. Back in Chicago, ready for the second quarter. It's the Bears in possession as they come up now second and goal. They come out here in the eye.
Jim. Go ahead, baby. Go.
He'll try to run this one in, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. A great play there. Taking it in as the Bears push further out in front. The point after is good, and that'll make the score 14-0. Joseph now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points get that 0 off the board. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Time to go, night. Check 37. Check 37. Hey, alert 3.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Flushed out right. On the run. He'll let this go deep right. That's caught inside the 20. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Calvin Ridley, 72 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. Tackle made there by the UCF man, Mike Hughes.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
They'll run on second down with Cohen. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Here we go. 180. Hey, shell. Showing it. Slam. Shit. Shell. He's checking.
They'll try to run for it with Cohen. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
Come on now, let's go.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Kill. Check 3. Check. 80 weapon. Check hot. Check.
Now they'll run it with Cohen. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Man, that's trash. Hell, you won.
And to give this time to the tailback. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 7 yards there and a first down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Come on. 20. Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone. Hard ball. Check 3.
On first down, it's Cohen. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
3 down. What? Maverick. Switch.
On first down, they go right back to Cohen. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On second down now, it's Cohen, and he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 2 minutes remain in the first half of this NFC Championship. A reminder, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report. In a bit, the coach is with us per usual as we start to look ahead, Charles, to our potential matchups in this year's Super Bowl.
Break it down, Coach. Break it down.
They'll run on first down. Cohen. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A good pickup, 17 yards and a Bear first down.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
Right 20. Come on, boy. You better be ready. Don't be scared of it. Watch twist.
On first down, it's Cohen, and they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. This is Cohen. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Tariq Cohen with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. As the Bears push further out in front. Point after up and good. And it's now 21-7. Joseph now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. He'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
First down, Detroit.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Back to throw here. Looking left sideline, it's complete. A good pickup there of 22.
I like that one, partner. They go back-to-back with excellent gains, and really it shouldn't be a surprise who they were throwing the ball to. He's their best guy.
Yeah, we knew that they would get him involved early. They're doubling down on getting him involved early.
Don't be surprised if they'll come right back to him again. They haven't shown the propensity to be able to stop him.
He's coming, he's coming, he's coming. Hey, orbit. Mike 50. Yeah, let's go second. Ready.
Back to throw now on first down. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
Let's go, D.
2nd and 10. Stepping up, he'll try and run. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
Come on, set. 16 out long. Let's go.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And it'll be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
2 for 1. 2 for 1. Check.
Back to throw. Gone. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And indeed, that's what they'll do as they run it here. And an alley to run. Taking it right down Broadway. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
Joseph on for the extra point. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. So we've reached halftime. Who will represent the NFC in the Super Bowl? 2 more quarters to go. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Hallis Trophy still hangs in the balance as the 2nd half now underway in the NFC Championship game. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Here we go. Here we go.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the 2nd half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the 2nd half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
I'm coming. Jumper. Here we go. Check.
Just a couple on the ground there. That's going to bring up 3rd and about 6.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and into the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on it.
25, check 25.
Now a play fake, and it's gone. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Chicago! Will Fuller, 71 yards as the Bears push further out in front. On this stage, conference championship game, every play is magnified, and that was a big play.
No doubt about it. One thing that has these guys a step away from a shot at a big game, their big playability. They can strike from anywhere.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Let's go.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. He finds McCoy. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
Complete to number 86. A gain of 4. It's now
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Outside 7, let's go. Ready, go.
He'll drop to throw. Forced out to his left. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, gets him 9 yards and a first. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced the ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here and 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
It's been a long day for you. Why? Move. Here we go. 50. Mike 50. I want that. What happened?
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
The frustration is definitely setting in because they've thrown it to him over and over, unable to come up with a catch thus far.
I think he knew he would have his challenges against his secondary. I don't think he saw a goose egg at this point in the game. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th.
Watch the run. Mike 2. Watch 2. In your face. Choose the mic. Cut. Go.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. He is going to find Hill here. 11 yards there and a Lion first down.
Well, the field goal attempt was well in hand. They had that, but they decided to go for it anyway. Extreme confidence, it looks like.
Yeah, but I bet the defense is going to remember this one, right? They kind of rubbed their nose in it.
50's the mic. Come on. You better bring it. Mike 50. It's going to be a long walk. It's going to be a long day. Set, go.
They'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Austin Eckler there to make the grab. And the Lions are able to draw a bit closer. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that will shave one more off this lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just given him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent, it's really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
Yeah, now they're just looking to add to that total. Again, it's Cohen. Oh, nice move. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. For the Lions, an extra DB in the game now here on 3rd down.
Check 13. Check 9. Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
Hey, watch this, watch this. Watch this, watch this. Wide motion, wide motion. Mike 40, Mike 40. Let's go, D. Let's go.
They'll run on first down. Cohen. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12. Off play action. Here's Goff. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete. So the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
That's a nice catch, but unable to stay in bounds. And remember, it wasn't a wide receiver who works on that all the time.
I was going to say, he likes to get the ball handed to him. Now, don't get me wrong, he's part of the passing game as well, but maybe a little out of his comfort zone there.
Yeah, he might want to have a few words to say to us about that later, but I am still going with you on that one. Wide receivers work on a little bit more.
Get him. Hey, shell. 6 guys. All right.
Throwing on 3rd. Goff. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. His first catch in this NFC Championship game, and it's a first down. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Safe. Switch it. Come on, switch it.
Out of the gun, running with Cohen. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 16 yards is the pickup there and a first down for Chicago. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. From the red zone now, Goff. And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time has run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now at Soldier Field. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down. So nothing there on the screen that time.
That means all that great acting they tried on offense went for naught, didn't it? Because you have to try and influence them. Make them think that you're doing something else. Make them think that they can get to the passer by letting them by and then setting up the screen and getting downfield. Didn't happen at all. Give a lot of credit to the defense for not tumbling to that one.
On 3rd down, a run with Cohen. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Goff and his guys not coming off the field. They're going for this.
Motion. Hey, 40's Mike. Right there, 40's Mike. Hey, shell. Check.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Now Greg Joseph for the field goal try. This from 44 yards out, left hash. The kick by Joseph is good, and that will extend the lead out to 24. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Hill, the intended receiver once again. That'll bring up second down.
Hey, watch number 33. Watch number 33. Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right. Ready.
He'll look to throw. That one complete to Hill. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
They're going to look to throw. It's Hill, complete. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Check pass. Ready, go.
The play action fake, they'll look to throw. And he gets this one to Ridley, complete. And he's got this down to the 35. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Mike 2. Watch 2. Watch 2. Coming. Choose the Mike. Yeah. Mike 2. Mike 2.
They'll drop the throw. And an alley to run. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Tre'Davious White, the LSU man, there to knock it away that time. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Mike 2. Mike 2. I'm here all day. Mike 2. Watch 2. Watch 2. Pick it up, guys. Pick it up. Ready, go.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And they'll get this down to the 10. The Lions passing game in sync now. They've got another first down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Go. Stay open. 49. Scene 6. Ready.
Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off Byron Jones. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Watch the slant.
They'll start things on first with Torrey Cohen. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. They try again with Cohen. And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining.
180. Gotta do better. Come on, QB, come on. You. Hey.
76, tell him. 76. 76.
From the gun on third down, Goff. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here comes the Bears punter now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. But he'll get this away into the icy winter air. That's taken it around the 40. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Lions will have excellent field position here as they take over 1st and 10.
Here we go. 18 Gator. Single, slot. Hey, you're on an island over there. You're on an island. Hey, watch the box trap. Watch tight. Tight ends right. Watch tight. Tight ends right. Jim. Shift.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Back to throw. He'll get this to Eckler. They'll give him a yard on the play, and they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. They'll look to throw here. He's going to let it fly. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Watch number 5. Mike 2. Mike Corbett. Yo. Mike 2. Watch 2. Hey, get away with me.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Let it well, and it's picked. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Double tight, guys, double tight. Hey. You got 3. 3 down.
They will take a knee here and cue the celebrations. They are off to the Super Bowl.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 12-yard line.
This was the goal before they started the season, to play in a Super Bowl, and that's exactly what they're going to do.